I want to share something exciting with you because I've just read something that confirms a pattern that I've noticed myself. So I realized a couple of days ago in the shower that, hang on a minute, I'm coaching about 6 to 8, depending on how you count it, people who are developing software. 2 of them were always soft developers, and that's what they do for a living, have done for years. One of them all of their life, and the other started maybe 7 years ago. But the rest of them are like me, non-technical builders. And what I'm noticing is that for certain types of people, idea people, often people who maybe would express themselves through art or music or other ways. Not that there are no software developer musicians. In fact, an enormous number of the musicians that I've coached have been software developers as well. But what I'm noticing is that this is a pattern where I'm actually coaching 10 times more people to build software products and software for themselves as well, and the tools to build software as well. So instead of going back and forth with AI, actually building your tool set in order to build the software. That's a whole thing that's happening as well. And I read this very exciting article by the Stripe economics team about, actually, to be honest with you, it's not exactly about people building software, because I think that this is actually from information before 2026, before this year, when software took off. So this is actually when AI was helping people helping non-software developers do everything but build software. And so now this is, just going to be much more. But if you look at this, it's called the age of the solopreneur. Solopreneurs are multiplying much faster than employer businesses, and it's not fraud. So they went and looked at all of their figures. So you can see that leap. Oh, isn't that weird? I guess this is also a pandemic situation, although I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, but it's stayed up. We want to be careful with things like this because you never know what it is that's actually causing the changes. Look at that. The share of US businesses on Stripe reaching 1 million payment volume. It's going, whoosh. That's a share. So that's not the total number, right? Within 12 months. This isn't just in the United States either. So new business registrations have risen 40% in Australia. Nice one, mate. 70% in Finland, 80%. I'm not going to do a Finnish accent, don't worry, you Finnish people out there. And 80% in France since 2017, right? With meaningful acceleration in 2025, right? So this is before this year, okay? And then this is crazy. Solopreneurs at higher income thresholds are seeing rapid growth. So in 2023, roughly 4 million Americans earn their primary income as solopreneurs, generating over 100 grand in annual revenue. That figure has risen substantially from the mid 2 million range of the early 2010s. See, that's when I started being a solopreneur. It was depending on your count, 2010, 2011. I think I took my first money in 2010, but I wasn't really doing it properly. I was too scared. But yeah, so around then. So that's when I started. And make a reality almost anything I can imagine. Really almost anything that I can imagine that is digital, that is in bits and not atoms. And this morning I spoke to a client, and he's essentially built this enormous. Essentially, I've been coaching him on. Okay, one of my coaches said to me, "What would you do if you only got paid when your clients got the result?" This was years ago, and that stuck with me. That's how I've kind of thought about all of the programs and all of the products that I'm creating is with that mindset in mind. It's not always the way. I mean, I do actually do some things like that, but that's not always the way it is. But it's like, what would you do if you only got paid when your client got the result? And so I've been challenging some of my clients with this, particularly the guy this morning. And the thing is that with the capabilities that we all now have, these ones, you actually can design something that really does help people get the result. And this guy, he's done that. He's actually built this whole system that helps his clients get more clients. Because he doesn't need to rely on them to track it, because he can track it. And I mean, that's just one side of it. You know, that's in sort of helping other businesses. If you're a musician, all of the things that you can now create, music products to help other musicians, but beyond that, experiences for people to experience your music in a different way. Actually, one of my other clients this morning said that she'd built an app for her dad that her dad had taken to work, and all of these people are like, oh my God, you saved me so much time. This was an app to sort through loads of things that they had to do with paper, with pieces of paper. And she built this app. She's now built 4 apps. She's got another 2 on the way. It would be almost defying the laws of physics for this to mean we are not coming into an age which you could call age of the solopreneur. I mean, it's almost like this is what I'm seeing in my coaching. It's what I'm seeing absolutely everybody do. And it's what I'm getting so excited about. It's why I decided to start doing these videos. I wanted to start sharing my journey of building. Because if you are building, because this is one of the dangers of building at the moment, is that you can end up just building and 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 nothing and putting nothing out. So if you're in that situation, stick around, subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to help you do that. It's what I've been doing with musicians for 15 years. And while it's not exactly the same thing, it's very, very similar. There's a lot of similarities. In fact, I was just talking to another of my clients who is building software. He's a long-term software developer, but he's also a musician. And we agreed it's actually very similar to making music. It's a similar kind of thing. It's a wonderful thing. So if you're kind of going down the rabbit hole and not actually finishing anything, then stick around, because I'm going to share with you some ways that you can get through this. It's about really asking yourself the right questions and then setting things up in your system so that you kind of have to. If you are interested in this and excited about it, but you're not quite sure how to get started, you're just, you feel that kind of FOMO and you're just kind of missing it. You feel like you're kind of missing out on something. You're interested in it, but it's all a bit like overwhelming and you don't know where to start. Well, stick around and, put a comment in the comments and ask me a question. I'll make a video about it. But how do I get started? What do I do? Well, if you're anywhere in between that, or maybe you are a business owner who you are a solopreneur and you feel like you've got all of this value locked up inside yourself and you want to be able to kind of scale it to more people by putting it into some kind of software. Send me a message, put a comment in the comments, ask me a question, because I am here as a solopreneur since 2010, 2011, I'm getting like beyond my second wind, my 10th wind. I've had a lot of wind in my life. So I'm getting my 10th wind with this. There's a lot to be worried about. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot to be nervous about. There's a lot that is very frightening. But when I'm uncertain, when I'm unsure, when I'm feeling anxious, what I do is I focus on what I can do. I focus on what steps I can take, because while there are a lot of bad things going on, there are also, trust me, on a daily basis, I am amazed and inspired by these people who are building things that are going to create genuine value for others, that are going to save people time. It's utterly mind-blowing. And I want to be somebody that helps you do this too. So this is, I think, the age of the solopreneur, I think in many ways, starting a business, having a business is weirdly enough, in some ways, going to be more secure than a job. Why? Because if you're going into a future where things are very uncertain and you don't know what's going to happen, would you rather be in that future where you are subject to the decisions and whims of someone else? Or would you rather go into a future where you have the control, or a certain amount of control, over what you do in response? I certainly know what I would rather do. It is risky, for sure, but to my eyes, with what is going on right now, with the uncertainty that we are going into, actually taking the steps to become a solo entrepreneur, to found something for yourself, even if it's just on the side, makes a whole lot more sense than it did just 7 months ago. So I hope that was helpful. And with all that said, onwards and upwards.